this rant in the black. Those that pretend are later found out. Talk about some pretenders while I roll up this weed. All kinds, male, female. What the fuck? Somebody got the damn doorbell. Hold on a second. She must have ordered something. Hey, let me go down here and make sure everything is kosher. I'm gonna leave it on recording because I'm coming right back. Nice surprise. She done ordered some DoorDash. Somebody got hungry. See, she gets these gummies from the dispensary, right? These motherfucking gummies be having Nene gone, man. They give her the munchies like a motherfucker. I hadn't even rolled my damn blunt. Oh, shit, that ain't gonna stop not eating these chicken sandwiches. Nice and hot too. The worst type of contender I can't stand is those that play like they on your side, they your friend. They chummy up to you, might do some out of the way things to get you noticed, like get them noticed. But all the while, they plotting, totally working a whole fucked up ass angle. These are stealth pretenders. Had a run in with a few of those. But I haven't gotten like a lot of people. They got used by people that lost a lot of money. One person even lost their job. I don't think I could have handled that one like that. Because, when you got a motherfucker that wants to fuck over you just to make you lose your livelihood, that's an evil motherfucker right there. One that should be dealt with harshly. I remember working at the Olive Garden. I was the second youngest up in there in the group. I started out as a busser, dishwasher, worked my way up to prep cook. But there was this one white dishwasher, man. His name was Kyle or something like that. And see, he would work the morning, or not the morning, because Olive Garden didn't open till like about 10. I get on at 5. And how the brothers that were cooking, the line cooks, were telling me how this motherfucker would stop working like 2 hours before he's due to punch out. So you know what that means, right? I coming in there, dishes sky high. I'm being slammed. And I ain't even punched in yet. This white boy was doing this on purpose. Now, One of the older cooks that I really got along with, he tried to cut into the white boy, tell him what he was doing to me was wrong. Because, every night when I closed, it was spick and span in that motherfucker. That motherfucker would not have to prep to do anything. All he had to do was turn the machine on and make sure that the pumping the soap into the machine was on. That's it. Because we were up under, instruction that the certain amount of dishes that come into the dishwasher at a certain time is a cutoff. So that's to be left for the morning or the person that starts the morning shift at 10 o'clock. I never left this motherfucker no dishes. I kept my spot spick and span. And for doing that, this motherfucker would slam me. We went on with this for about a month before I started playing real dirty. See? And see, he was a busser and a dishwasher before I was. So I would see how he chummied up to all the waitresses and shit because if he's busting their section, at the end of the day, they have to tip him out. And if you bust their section real fast and they can, load more tables, that's more tips. So this motherfucker, mind you, he was getting ready to go off to college, like it's in California somewhere. So this wasn't this was just some walking around money for him. To me, it was my summertime job. But after he didn't take heed of the older brother telling him to stop that fuck shit, I started leaving those dishes. They stopped the cutoff from coming back to the dishwasher at around, if they close at 11, they stop dishes coming back there about 10. So everything that comes back there after 10 has to be left for the morning. When I got into the swing of things, and I was leaving more than was just not, being washed after 10. I was leaving them a little bit of stuff that came back there before 10. That was really my responsibility, but he wanted to play dirty, so let's get down. I saw he was a bitch motherfucker because he went to the one manager I was cool with. This manager was in my grandfather's math class up at the college, so he knew me. The main reason why I got the job so fast. And he knew my grandfather, and he said he was a good teacher, and he knew I came from good stock. He knew I wasn't no lazy motherfucker, just some dumb motherfucker trying to make some money. And so, the manager came to me and asked me, was there a problem with me and Kyle? You know, I never let in. I don't talk my business. I'm not a snitch. I said no. We didn't have any words. And he mentioned that he talked to one of the line cooks. I guess it was the older brother. They gave him the inside scoop what was going on. I reassured him, no, we don't have a problem here. There's not going to be a problem here. Because at that time, I was getting the best of this motherfucker, right? Because I was leaving him so much stuff at a point, you know, when I come in, he's getting ready to leave out. But then when I started slamming him, I come in and he's still trying to catch up. Never, not one time did I say, man, that's all right. Go ahead and go. I got it. Not one time. See, I could pin this dude and his family as sitting around their dinner table, just calling us all kinds of niggers and monkeys and animals and all types of shit. Because that's his fucking attitude that I got. All that smiling in your face. Gotta look past that shit. So I had to go ahead and make a plan. He ended up quitting because the older manager, not the one that I knew, an older one. Guess this is the GM manager, was riding his ass because he was taking too long with the morning pile up of dishes. And the brother cook that I'm cool with, he was telling me how this motherfucker was dry snitching on me, talking about I was leaving more of my share that he really couldn't prove. But then a couple of the brother line cooks was like, nah, he don't do that. He don't do that. That all those came in after 10 o'clock, lying their ass off on my behalf. It was like the early 1990, 91. Them brothers was on cold then. There's this one dude thought he was gonna get down on this girl and shit. And mind you and stuff, the girl, she was kind of clingy. She wasn't ugly. She wasn't drop dead gorgeous, average, but she wasn't a people person. But to her benefit, she had some big ass breasts and a fat ass. Now, this is a white chick now. I'm talking about a white dude, going after what he thought was easy prey. So he ran a game on the sister. Well, she wasn't a sister, but she was a wigger. If you were blind, you'd think she was a sister just by the way she talked. I mean, she walked black. All her friends were black. But this one goofy computer nerdy white dude really pushing up on her and shit. So she gave him the time of the day. Now, to his benefit, he had a car. She didn't have no car, so she thought she could get something from him being ridden around everywhere. And he just hoped one day he could dry hump or fuck this bitch. Now, he went and got this cubic zirconia promise ring, right? Now, he told her it was a diamond, alright? He told her it was a diamond, but he told his best friend that was also in my gym class that it was cubic zirconium and the motherfucker only cost $75. funny as shit, funny as shit. Now, this is before, we had those diamond checking pins and shit. This is well before that technology came out, so you had to take your jewelry to a jeweler to tell if it was real or not. So, they were going out for about maybe 2, 3 weeks before he gave her this ring and shit. And on week 4, she gave him some pussy. Now his best friend swore up and down this is his first piece of pussy. But he lied and said, he been with girls and shit like none that we knew of because motherfucker came from a Catholic school in Ann Arbor when he transferred in, right? And he was at first in my computer class, but then he had transferred classes, so he was no longer in my class and shit. Who you were all in study hall together. You know, you can see this motherfucker playing his angle and everything like that. But after the ring, and she thinking that this motherfucker just spent all this money on this diamond ring, she was all in, nose wide open, gave him the pussy and everything. He even started fucking in the car. I thought she had better morals than that. They fucking in the fucking parking lot in the school. You know what I'm saying? Just start looking at her as low budget. But you know how guys get. When they get tired of something, they don't pay that much attention to it. So after he started fucking. That was pretty much halfway through the summer, and another girl piqued his interest. Stopped coming over, calling and shit like that. And she got mad. She got mad, and he stopped taking her. At the time, we had pagers. We didn't have cell phones at the time. Stopped returning her pages and shit. She go buy his job. He worked up at the Dairy Queen. He wouldn't talk to her hardly there. And we don't know for sure, but we're pretty sure it was her that keyed his car. And you know that saying, a woman scorned, hell has no fury. Uh, Her brother came back from the military on leave this summer. It was like close to, no, it was about to be August, so it was like the end of July. And she lied to her brother, said that this motherfucker put his hands on her. Now, these white people, right? I'm sitting back watching all this shit. All this shit. This is pure neighborhood fuckery. It's funny as hell because I'm not involved in this shit. So, oh boy, he was down the street playing basketball and shit. Old girl comes out with her brother. She points to him, and all you hear is, "You touch my sister." And this motherfucker got like arms like a small tree. I mean, he Desert Storm material, man. This motherfucker just came back from the line. He got some R, and they sent him back to the world and shit. I'm pretty sure the last thing he wanted to hear was some motherfucker put his hands on his sister, which was a total lie. This motherfucker didn't hit this girl not one time, but because he found a better, well, I'm gonna have to say the blonde did look better than this one and shit. It was brunette and shit, but he played his cards wrong. He could have handled that better. I called that one a sloppy pretender. And for about 5 minutes, that White boy whipped that little nerdy boy all up and down homeboy's driveway until his mom came out and threatened to call the police. And that's when he stopped and him and his sister walked on back home. She's snickering, knowing that she got over on this motherfucker. Oh, the funny part about it, it's like after he got his ass whooped, old girl's uncle was a jeweler and told her that the ring was fake. So come September, his name was the cheap ass motherfucker that buys junk, cubic zirconia. The little ring band was real 10 karat, but motherfucking diamond. I mean, it wasn't even a real diamond. Looked real. All cubic zirconia looks real to an extent. But I think my personal best pretender was my daughter's mother. Hold on a second. I'm recording, so what's up? Oh, what? Yeah, all right. I'll be down there in a minute. Oh shit! I gotta go downstairs, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Stay away from them damn pretender people. They put on masks like Grandmaster Jay was saying this morning. One thing I can't stand is no fake ass phony people, and I got a lot of them in my family.